God ain't got to come out of you for you to die. Do you understand? And let me tell you, you better hope God don't come out of you.
Amen.
Do you hear me talking? You better hope God don't come out of you. My God, man, look, God was in his son. Even when his son died, God still was in his son. Even when his son died, God still was in his son. Even when his son died, God still was in his son.
All right, folks, you heard the liar again, Elder Kendrick Murray from Mobile, Alabama. He said even when the son died, God was still in his son. Well, ask Elder Murray to give you chapter, verse, and read where God was still in his son when the son died. That's not Bible. That is not Bible, folks. The man is a liar. Tell him, don't get mad, get Bible. Give chapter, verse, read where God was still in his son when the son died. So if Elder Murray said God was still in the son when the son died, so when they buried that body, which God was still in, then that means God was buried in the grave. But didn't Elder Murray said years back that God the Father never went in the ground? Didn't he say that years back? Isn't that a contradictory? Hey, ain't you contradicting yourself, Elder Murray? A while back you said the Father never went in the grave. But here you saying that when the son died, the Father never left that body. So if the Father never left that body, when they buried that body went to the grave. So that means the Father went to the grave. So that body was buried, then the Father was buried, right? So Elder Murray, that sounds like a contradictory there. Because I remember a while back, you said that the Father never went in the grave. And I used to say the Father did go down to the grave. He went down and preached to the spirits that was in prison. And you came back and said the Father never went in the grave. But right here you're saying the Father, or God, which is the Father, never left the Son when he died. So if God never left the Son when he died, then when that body was buried, then that means God went to the grave. Yes, that means God went to the grave. So you're a liar. Because on one time you said that the Father never went in the ground. Now don't make me pull the clip, because I'll go in my archives and I'll find that clip and I'll pull it. So don't say you didn't say it, because I'll make you out of a liar again. All right? So folks, you hear this liar again. Tell him to give chapter, verse, and read where when the son died, the Father was still in that body. Folks, the Father forsook that body. He left it. He left that body. That's what forsaken means. Why have thou forsaken me? When you forsaken something, that means you left it. So I double dare this false prophet, Elder Kendrick Murray, to give chapter, verse, read where when the Son of God died, the Father was still in that body. So if the Father was still in that body, then they mean the Father went to the grave and the Father was buried. So if the Father was buried, then guess who got up? The Father. Then the Father had to have got up. Well, where the Son come in at? If the Son died and the Father was still in that body. So that means the Father got up. See, you contradicting your own teaching. But now you're starting to believe what I'm believing slowly. Because I did say that the Son died on the cross. See, that's exactly what you're saying. If the Son died on the cross and the Father was still in the body and they took the body to the grave, so what got up? If the Father was still in the body, then the Father got up. So now you're starting to believe what we're believing, but you're saying it in a different way. So Elder Murray is saying that God the Father came out of the grave. So you're saying exactly what we're saying, brother. You're saying exactly what we're saying. And that's what we've been saying all along. That the Son didn't come out of the grave. It was the Father that came out of the grave. And you just said that when the Son died, the Father never left that body. So if the Father never left that body, they took the body off the cross with the Father still in it. They buried that body, then the Father was still in it, because you never said that it left. So if he never left it, so then what rose? If the son died and the father was still in the body, then that means the father rose. Made it plain and simple. This man condemned his own self and didn't even know it. Folks, all you got to do is tell this false prophet, like he said, chapter, verse, and read. He said it himself. If you can't read it, then you don't need it, right? So tell him to read where when the son died, the father was still in that body. That's it. Because if he's going to say that, then he's condemning his own self, saying that instead of the son rose, God rose. Because God was still in that body. Folks, this is All Truth 64 signing off. Peace.